Good morning, everyone. I'm Savanoid. Now, here I am. Today I'm going to be playing X4 Foundations. This is the beta. And let me make sure that YouTube is light. Doo-doo-doo. So that didn't happen. Why? Because we have to do that. I have to do that. Let's try that again. Alright, so we have YouTube is up. Just play the game, man. So the third drop for the beta happened Wednesday.
It is full of stars.
In the middle of my streaming session. So what they're doing, they're doing bug fixes. It involved a lot of bug fixes, predominantly around the number one is the diplomacy. They are adding in diplomacy for update 8, and also they are trying to improve support for NVIDIA DLSS, and it's still pretty buggy. So I've perceived, or I would predict, there will be several more of these updates, and then they will go through some release candidates. They will not release all of the new content in the betas because they know guys like me are streaming their beta test. So there is a bunch of new content, and you know what I'm thinking of specifically is the voiceovers. They did do voiceovers for the 8.0 update. They've mentioned it in their patch notes. They did do voiceovers. Those aren't available in the beta yet. And this has happened in the past. They'll release voiceovers as the actual update. When the update goes live to everybody, then they'll absolutely release some of those voiceovers. And so my guess it would be there would be other ships involved. You know, I would like to see a diplomatic shuttle instead of having to give my diplomats an armed fighter or anything. So, for example, here I've built these diplomatic shuttles.
Serious damage.
Okay, scout number 1, where are you? He probably just died. Matrix 451, exactly where I told him to go. Because I do have some fleet actions here. I'm trying to corral the Xenon into these two sectors. The Talati are holding Iana Masura. Oh, that's why, because I told him to go up there. So the Talati are holding the other end of this, and I wanted to see what was through here. And he is very dead, yeah, and that's why. He panicked and flew directly towards that station. fully expected, but I got some information. And no, I'm not going to go rescue him. But what's going on over here in Family Gen? This got pretty serious here. Because the Xenon want this sector. And they keep trying to build both a shipyard and a wharf. So I took down the wharf. I have not taken out the shipyard yet. I will. If desired, though, I'm not going to let that shipyard go live. Because you can see there they've got, it says mining ships, but, you know, it's dumping ore and silicon in here. And that's enough to keep that station building. I got some help in this battle. There was a Xenon I battleship. I'm going to keep saying battleship, and I really wish they would rethread that name. It is a battleship class. And they also brought in 3 Xenon K destroyers. You can see the wreckage here. And fortunately enough for me, a Terran Asgard fleet showed up. And then quickly moved on somewhere else. And so I think that's the Terran saying they wish I'd take this sector. I do need to get a better look at that sector. So I've got a scout over here in Haywa's Twin. With no deployables. Let's get him some satellites.
Asked to drop my cargo.
Run away, you fool. I'm not going to give him a lot, because he's probably going to die on this mission. Let's just take 10. That's too much, really. But now, I personally don't like taking over Tharka's Cascade. Is that what it is? So this connects it here over to the other side of Savage Spur. There's another sector in here, and there's a sector there. But if you kick the Xenon out of Tharka's Cascade, then you lose a quest line. And let's go jump on that quest line right now. You lose the Argon versus Xenon quest line. And the Terrans will soon follow. Those are my money makers right now. Yeah, you know, I've got a wharf up, but it's not making me the kind of money yet I need to build a massive fleet. No, I didn't want to plan to build, silly boy. Silly boy. I can teleport right over there. I was standing on the wharf. I'm going to this factory.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
I'm going to, yeah, let's jump up there. I did upgrade. That's my factory as well, there off in the distance. And there's the Argon shipyard. So what I'm talking about is this quest line right here. These are radiant quests. You do them, you pick one and do it, and then after you finish it, the line respawns and gives you some more. But this one, this hard one right here, this is assemble fleet. I'll accept that. It wants 5 combat ships. We go in here and open briefing, and he wants 1 destroyer and 4 frigates. So that's actually a lot of money. It's different too. So I can't build destroyers at my wharf. If I want to make a shipyard, I need to get to bank about 1 billion credits. So buy ship. No, you fool! Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let me show you. Well, I have a better idea. Why don't I go over here and click this button and go back to the game. Hello, Icicle. And what I wanted to point out, I know I do this redundantly every time I turn around. It seems. If we open this briefing, this is ship value plus 50%. And the picture they're showing you are of Argon ships. You don't have to make Argon ships. It just has to be a destroyer and 4 frigates. Doesn't matter which faction you build them with. So close that. Thank you for the follow. And what I do is go over here. And the Terran ships are the most expensive in the game. And I'm going for money here. I want to make money. So large ship. That's a destroyer. And it is going to cost me 41 million. So I will get paid 60 million for this ship. So add that. And the frigates are at the wharf. So confirm that order. That will begin. And then go to the order over here. Yeah, so 4 frigates. And again, I'm going to make this an expensive one. Now, 30 million is a lot of money for 1 frigate. It's the most expensive in the game. I'd only want to spend 10 million on the Argon ones. But I can add that to my shopping list. And he wants 4 of those. Confirm that. And he did not need any materials. And those ships started building right away. I am building Nova Vanguards for Esmeralda. Alright, I believe this one is waiting for, these are waiting for weapon components. I upgraded the weapon component production capability of the wharf. How far along is that? She's working on them now. And she's going up, up, up. 48, she wants 65. Alrighty then. Check my 2 battlefields. That's Esmeralda. She's supposed to have 40 fighters. She's got 32 on intercept, and the bombers want to... Let's see if she can find some supplies. He needs hull parts. See if he can find some supplies. So that's the problem with using torpedo bombers. They run out of torpedoes. They don't buy new torpedoes. Their mothership builds torpedoes for them. That's the factory. That's Family Jen. And then over here, I've actually got 2 battlefields. This one is very quiet. The Xenon are not trying to get out of that gate. They're trying to get out of this gate. So I need 3 stations here. Oh, well, let me look at my Family Jen. I need to make nice with some of the split factions, or at least one of them anyway, before I can build a battleship. That station has some turrets up. Even, oh, look at that. I did put some turrets on that. Okay, so I made that a refining station. So what I need to do is give this station some miners and do they have a shipyard there? They do. But those are going to be expensive, so once again I'm going to resort to the drill. And it's under buy ships, medium drill. I do high preset so that they can run away. And then I will also get some gas miners. And I am also going to give her 2 traders.
Any progress to show for the relay station hack? Did you get your hands on anything useful yet?
And this is a new tech that EgoSoft is using with the beta. It's working very well. It's not, they're goading you to do a quest line. Previous to this update, if you got around to doing a quest line, you got around to it. Otherwise, they didn't push you. So the quest lines were just in your list here, and that's all you heard of them. So now we have Delilah. I am not really interested in this quest line. And if I open the briefing here, what do I get? So the reward for this is I proceed to the next part of the mission. What it is operations against Argon. Well, I'm playing the Argon faction, so I don't really want to do this. But Dalbusta pretty much forces it on you. And Dalbusta got really active in the 8.0 update. So spoiler alert, here comes Dalbusta. You have to do the Hatikva quest line to get the diplomacy missions. And once you have the Dalbusta or Hatikva done, their quest line completed, and you can do that fairly early in the game, then you get the quest to build the diplomacy network. And the diplomacy network gets you an embassy that you can attach to your headquarters. So if I go over there and hit teleport to, go back here. So sometime in the next couple weeks, I'm going to have to say goodbye to this playthrough. Because once update 8.0 goes live, I'm going to do a fresh build. I always do every update. So here's the embassy. So big spoiler coming. Big spoiler coming. That's over there. This is the embassy entry, and that's the embassy room you get. Unfortunately, there are no windows. These are all the diplomats I've hired so far. That's an agent back there. What I'm thinking about is I need to go find a pilot. So my wharf won't do it. What I need to do before my wharf gets upgraded or finishes upgrading, I need to go into plan build. Not headquarters, that's headquarters. I need to go to my wharf. I need to plan the build. And I need to add on some habitats. Yeah, so let's come out this way one long. Get in some scaffolding right there. Across. This is my typical scaffold. I want to come out this way, yep. Do that. Okay, if you folks have questions, just ask them, just type them in. I've been playing this game a long time. That is not what I wanted, but do it anyway. So we can do this. Copy that sequence. I set my scaffolding out. And then I'm going to go out one more set, and then it's a defensive disc. It has plenty of turrets. Confirm that. Confirm this. Get them to start buying stuff already. And then I have the large Terran habitat. I probably need 8 of them. Going to leave some space there. Now you can stack these like that, or I could put another one right on top. Let's do that. Now I'm not making any food or medical supplies here, and that's okay. Just putting these on here increases the productivity of the factory modules a lot. More than enough to pay for the food and medical supplies that your people need. You know what? They haven't done anything in this update with this construction module. It's not intuitive. It tries to snap stuff behind me. And even though you zoom in on a point, it see how it's doing there? See, I grabbed an arrow, and now, so let me remove that. So I can go here, and I can zoom right there. So I copy that. I want it right there. Because if I run around in my wharf right now, you're not going to see people down there because I don't have any habitats on the station. Now that's going to be expensive. Yeah, 5 million for those. So accept that, but it's worth the effort in the long run because the factories will start cranking out more produce, more products. And what I also need to do is add one of these on here so that I have space for the food and medical supplies that this guy needs. I can put it right there. That should already have turrets on it. I'm going to check. Yeah, it's already got turrets set up. Confirm loadout changes. And it only went with the 3 lines. I'm going to start making computronic substrate and metallic microlattice here. I think. Or is it just silicon carbide? So, metallic microlattice. Silicon carbide. So let's add in the computronic substrate here. If I have that factory. I don't think I have it. But what I can do is buy the blueprint. So accept that. And yeah, so that was for one of Esmeralda's fighters. I can go back in here to the embassy. So either Terran or Sagaris will sell me that blueprint. And so now instead of going to the faction representative, you go down to your diplomat. And they can sell you the blueprints. They can show you the way to an agent. I would like to buy a blueprint, modules, production, and computronic subspace or substrate. Bleh, bleh. Now I can add on that factory. See, this should have dropped back out to the menu. It's been like this since the original X4 came out. He terminates his conversation as soon as you. It should drop back out to this menu, and it didn't. So he will tell you how to find an agent. Let me go get a. There is a Ministry of Finance agent, and I want to increase faction with him, so. So I can jump on one of my ships unless... Okay, the target of the quest is right there. Oh, and I just got totally sidetracked, didn't I?
Entering system. Bright promise.
So let's get me a second agent. That's load lag. And the load lag came in with update 8.0. I'm running an NVIDIA GPU, and they're really messing with the NVIDIA cards on this update because they wanted to add in support for DLSS. But they already have great graphics, so wonderful graphics. You can see here I'm walking around, and these graphics are as good as
Hello.
Starfield or something like that. There are 2 people there. See that? There are 2 people.
Greetings. Good profit to you.
So you have to give them a ship. And now I can go into this menu, requests. And now I can assign him. And I want him to improve my faction with the Ministry of Finance. And it's giving you the specifics here. It's going to take him 37 minutes to do that. Hello, Tantalizer. And let me go over here and flip that. Get back to the game. So close that. Active station information. Agent assigned to a station will relay its sensor data on for real-time visuals and trading information in the vicinity of the station. Okay. Active ship, negotiate trade deals. What does that do? Trade negotiations will take this may result in improved prices for in and outgoing. So we could do that. I'm going to assign Neil to that. Yeah, that's his name, Neil. Can I select this? Alright, so there's some diplomacy missions. Let me jump back to the wharf. She got my fighters going yet? She got 2 of them built. So I'm going to tell this Nova to... No, let's not do that. Take this Nova and this Nova. And assign them to Esmeralda as interceptors. Iota Wing. And then I'm looking for solo pilots down here. See, there's a lone suit. So I've got 1, 2, 3 pilots alone. So I'm going to take this guy and tell him to defend that commander. So, and in this particular fleet, I'm playing around with the nobody flies alone mentality for these fighters. They all have a wingman. Except this guy. Alright, so my 2 drills are ready. My 2 Mercuries are ready. My 2 Sunders are ready. And I'm just going to give the order from here. I want to... No. Fool, you fool.
Hello.
There we go. So those 4 miners, I'll give the order from here. I hesitate because sometimes they get lost on the way. Mine for this guy, Alpha. And then I'm going to tell the 2 Mercuries to trade for this guy. And what will happen is, since that's in Zyarth space, he'll start trading with Zyarth stations at net builds standing with the Zyarth. Now I've talked about needing 2 more stations in the beginning. One's going to be here. I'm going to build a wharf over here. Well, let's do this other quest. Thinking. That quest, and he's going to be delivered to Atikva's Choice 3. That was the 5 ships. The Osaka. I'm going to rename these. So when I turn these over to Argon, they are not going to change the name. And they are going to stay in the game. And once in a while we stumble across some of the ships that I built and renamed for other factions going into battle. If you have questions or comments, please just type them in. I'm probably not paying as much attention to the chat as I should. I'm just going to play on. Get these other foxes renamed, buddy. Alright, they probably got hit by a fighter. But I will go look. Oh dear. Look what we have here. That is bad. So what I'm going to have to do is take my other destroyer fleet and move it up there. And first I'm going to tell it to attack that. And then I'm going to go into orders and set her to right there. Because it looks like I've lost some. Yeah, Sarah Ann died. And it looks like I lost. No, there's other Hyperions there. There's supposed to be 2 Hyperion fleets, so Sarah Ann got blown up. That's what happened. That's what happened. So I'm going to lose those Hyperions. Because I told Esmeralda to resupply. And so she left the sector to resupply. If she had been here, she'd have taken down that already. That's not a dead ship, that's an order icon. So what I need to do, so I can stop bleeding ships at this gate, is build a defense station. First I have to get control here of that eye. And Destroyer Fleet 1 Agnes is on the way.
Serious damage.
Do-do-do.
Something hit us.
Yeah, and there goes the other Hyperion fleet. Here comes the cavalry. How many Hyperions will survive? I'm not going to jump in sector because that would make the battle much harder for my people, for my NPCs. So now that these destroyers are here, they will deal with that thing. And then if any of these Hyperions survive, I'll assign them to Esmeralda. Do a quick check here. And let me check this other window because Twitch does not do a great job of updating the user list. So it's difficult for me to see unless if you don't speak up, then I'm not going to know you're there. Oh, and one more. Let me. I'll put this over here where I can see it. And go right back here. So I might lose a couple of destroyers here. I don't know. Looks like they're having a hard time with that. They are eating through his shields. The shields are the worst. Once the shields are gone, then the hull drops really fast. So let me zoom out. We'll come back to that. Let me get this quest on the way so I can pay for this. So we'll take these 5 Sal-built ships and have them flying right over there. And we'll go back right back to the battle. So I'm going to lose a behemoth right there. Unless he was, because he's still attacking. He hasn't been smart enough to flee yet. So there on the bottom of the screen, you can see how the battleship is faring, the Xenon battleship. You know, it's probably just a matter of an hour before they send another one up. However long it takes for them to build that and then fly it up here. So these two guys. No, this guy I'm going to have fly over here. What is that? What was that? Wonder if I caught that on video. Clip that.
Something's hit us.
Yeah, I know, Agnes. I know. Okay, her shields are coming back up. This guy is down to... Oh, can't get him below 25%. You got to attack him. Might be gone before the reinforcements come in. We'll see. Because they got him down to 20% before and he refreshed his shields. And that's why you want bombers taking out these surface elements like shield generators. So I lost one destroyer. So I am going to have to get mean with these Xenon. Build a bunch of ships and just swarm them. They think swarming is the answer. So, okay, so once they get that down below 0 and the hull starts dropping, 0 shields. Come on, come on, you can do it. You can do it, Agnes. Come on, come on, come on. It's like watching a retro game. You know, and I'm thinking if I want to build a wharf in split space, then I want to be able to build split ships so that the split will buy ships from me. So I have to make nicer with the split somewhere. Yeah, so that hull is dropping fast. He's not repairing the hull. They have defense drones, but it's not going to repair that hull. So, minor victory for me because I lost some. My casualties were so high. Oh, and then look. His reinforcements arrived too late. Thank you, autosave. Agnes survived. She has attack orders up already. Okay, so we lost Sally Ann and Sarah Ann. We lost all of the Hyperions. So 2 of my destroyers are retreating for repair. And let's see. Everybody is dumping on that K. Yeah, the K, that one won't survive. And we might get both of them. I'm not too worried about the fighters with that many destroyers in place. And destroyer fleet 2 is quite a ways away. Up there en route. What this has done is pull this K out of the battle and towards that defense station, which is a good thing. The defense station will just cut through that like a hot knife through butter. And it will even take out a battleship. The station itself could have taken out the battleship. But the battleship was not up at the station. Oh, what is this? 3 ships falling back. Warships falling back. Come on, guys. Oh, look, the K is going up there too. Alrighty. That was me pausing the game.
Awaiting orders.
Where's that Osaka? Still in the void. We have time.
Awaiting orders.
Okay. Oh, I spoke too soon. I'm going to still hold the field at the end of the game, or at the end of this battle.
Awaiting orders.
Shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Yeah, so I don't want her to repair down there. I want her to repair up to, she's well below the station. And I want the xenon Ks that are coming up here to fly to the station, not to my supply ship. Okay, so those two xenon Ks broke through. But here comes a nasty surprise for them. And it's not just me over here. There's a rattlesnake. The rattlesnake is going to own that K. And that's the other reason you want to make nice. Some people like to play the split right off because they can get those rattlesnakes. So I lost 2 destroyers. And I think 12 Hyperions. And this is my fault for taking Esmeralda off the field. So once this battle clears, I'm going to plop a defense station down right there. I'm going to leave heavy fleets here to protect it. You know, that's actually a temporary measure. The thing to do is take these massive fleets that I have and just clean this out. See, there's another K, there's another K. There's another K. Maybe it's heading for the gate. There's 4 Ks right there. So 2 defense stations, one here and one in Family Jin. Okay, so that K is down. They're going after that K. And that battle I will win. I'm going to call it a minor victory only. It's not a major victory. That is just, might even call it a draw. Because they took down a lot of my fleets. And this Osaka is in Hatiku's Choice 3. So I'm actually going to just drop into first person mode. Let me teleport to someplace nicer.
Entering system. Silent witness.
And this is my wharf. Is it? No. That's not your wharf. Yeah, it is your wharf. I jumped out to one of the other docks. I've got other docks here on my wharf. Because I'm building so much. I have so many factories. I don't want my build space cluttered with supply deliveries and sales, trade operations. So I'm on this 8 medium ship dock. And we can go to the fabrication bay. And there are ships being built. Got all the spacesuits.
Awaiting orders.
All right. And wait for Tracy. That will give me some money.
We need
That's
to
one of
perform
my
a transfer.
miners.
Great work.
See, it's got the guitar playing bear on there. 263 million for that. So let me get some more quests going here. Okay, this battle is over. My ships are on their way home. The Nomad came along with it. I don't know why. I gotta tell it to park it somewhere. So let's go back to Argon space.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Let me hit F5 there. And hello, everybody. I don't get, Twitch does a lousy job of updating their user chat, so I don't see who's coming in and out very well. I'm going to focus on the game here. So I wanted to pick up a quest in Argon. And it's this heavy construction thing here. This time we're going to build them another fleet and then build them a base. Make us lots of money. Make me lots of money. 5 combat ships. It's the same thing. Open the briefing. Yeah, 1 frigate, 4 fighters. So they're going to be Terrans again. Buy the ship. Wait a minute. Did I say frigate and fighters? I confuse myself so easily. Yeah, a frigate and 4 fighters. So, but they're still going to be the expensive kind. Can build right there. The Terrans have the most expensive ships in the game, not necessarily the best, depending on what you're looking for, but they are the most expensive. And what you get for that extra cost is that when I tell it to build a fighter, it's going to build a fighter. High preset. Add a shopping list. See, there's no orange down here that tells me it's going to wait for resources to build something. So it's going to start building those 4 right away. You know, what am I talking about? Well, if I go here, what's going on? So if I scroll down here to the bottom, those 5 ships are being built. See how this is waiting? That's my wharf that is waiting for weapon components. And that's what I mean. The extra cost for the Terran and Sagara ships means that you're not going to see this. And this is telling me that once it does get those weapon components, it's going to take 10 minutes to build it. So first you have to wait for the components, and then it'll start building. There's no wait here. Alright, I'm mansplaining too much. I'll show. And I am also going to jump right out there to Terran space. I've got factories out there. There's one in Asteroid Belt.
Entering system. Sol.
I'm just going to stand here in the elevator, refresh the map, and I'm looking at this quest for this quest line right here. Tia's Misfortune, Vanguard Station, Beachhead Ops, Remote Vanguard Station. And I'm unhappy that they're not telling me where. Emperor's Pride 6. It's a far-off offensive. Preemptive.
Mind the gap.
So this is the most doable one. And I'm going to get a Hokkaido for finishing that. Yeah, so let's do that. So they want me to build a station up here. Another station. They're trying to set up a presence here. I built this station for me. That's absolutely my type of build. And did I build that one too? I built that one for them. So let me see what they want to build. Open the briefing. 7 defense modules. 1 dock, 1 pier, 1 sensor array, 28 turrets, and 28 missile turrets. So on 7 defense platform, no problem. So if I put 4 missile turrets on each of 7 defense modules, we can do that. Or I can add them to. Let's do this. It's got to be
Do not
786,
station
786,
security
786,
cameras.
786.
Distracted operators lead
Right
to
there.
undetected crime.
I'm going to do this. So 7, 8, 8. Come on. 786. Create that. Buy the license. Continue. A load plan. I'm going to take and put it there. Yeah, let's do that. So what has to happen is I have to put on 4 more defense modules. So we will take 1 and we will give it seals and plasma.
Please check your cargo is secured before departure.
And then we will put the dumbfire, the argon dumbfires on here. So that's 2. And so we'll have 8 dumbfire or 8 missile turrets on this. We're already up to the 28 regular turrets count with the first 3 modules. Double it. And I have to put 4 on there, so 4 times 8 is going to be 32 missile turrets. And that's okay, because they're paying station value plus 50%. Yeah, there was a cap on it, but I'm not going anywhere near what they expect me to spend on this station. So there's 8. Confirm the module changes. I'm going to only spend 5.8 million, and I will absolutely hit that cap. And I will, let's close loop. I'll give it some money. I did give it some money. Now find a builder. There should be a pyramid builder up here.
Hello there. Hello.
That's going to take 3-4 hours to build because it's way out in God's country. It's way out in the black. That's it. It's way out in the black. So do that. I am going to go there, refresh my map, and then I'm going to do that. I don't do that enough. And while that's happening, I'll hit that. Get right back to it. Alright, so I built a frigate and 4 fighters for which quest? For this. Set that to
Attention
active.
all departing pilots. Pirates have been seen in the sector. Be careful.
And it's going to be delivered as it silent witness. Haven't explored there yet, but I can deliver. Because they're my ships, so I can tell them to go anywhere. And they will follow. Alright, let's check where this this battlefield over here. Yeah, fires of defeat. Esmeralda is still off buying supplies so she can put torpedoes on her bombers. This destroyer is holding the field. These destroyers, a lot of my spacesuits are going away.
Please check your cargo is secured before departure.
Alright, how's this wharf improve going? It's working on habitats. More. Now, of course, I could put food and medical supply production facilities on here. Still got plenty of room. And what's going on here is that she needs the Computronic substrate factory that I purchased. Okay, so mostly what I'm seeing is full warehouse space except for weapon components.
Egosoft would like to thank you for
Silicon
buying their
carbide.
product.
And that's why some of these factories aren't working, is because the warehouses are full. But she does have sell orders up. Trade with everyone. And this as well. And this as well. So she can make money selling produced goods. Last time we checked, she was at 48 million. She is going to spend money on food and medical supplies. That she has to. So if we go over here, she wanted 65 million the first time around, and she still wants 65 million. But she's got food, she's got medical supplies, and what I'm looking at here is optimal workforce number of workers is 13,000, and I only built space for 8. So I need to put 6 more on there. And she's only picked up 32. So yeah, let's plan this build. These habitats do pay for themselves. So there, I can go out.
Attention all departing pilots. Pirates have been seen in the sector. Be careful.
Swing around this way because this builder is very clunky. So there's 4, and I needed 6. Can I go up more? Oh yeah, I can go right up there.
Incoming ship. Docking crews to stand by.
So I'm going to clip it there. I can put plenty of habitats on there. Yeah, okay, it's regimented. Rigid and boring. I'm an old soldier, so I'm more concerned with function. There we go. I'll confirm that, make sure he's got the money.
Sir?
I'm not going out to the left or right yet. Or out to the right anyway, because I put defensive discs out there. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Have I got space out there for this yet? No. So let's fix that. I'm going to go here, select the wharf, look right down at it, and I want to go out. I think that's the plus Z. So plus C is that way. So how about the plus X? Yep. All right, buy that license. Oh, energy cells. Production versus consumption. We don't really need any more. And she's selling them. The price is down to 11.
Awaiting orders.
Sure you are.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
All right. Let's do that anyway. No, because then she'll fill up with even more. She's got too many now. But let's put on the Computronic substrate. There it is. If I put a cross there, will it take it then? Or another cross? It is a cross there. But can I put that there now? Yeah. And then that'll take some turrets.
Awaiting orders.
Pick the right one. That's what I want to do. It auto-filled the high preset, so the high preset would build the Terran shield generators. Which I can't do quite yet. I need this factory to start doing it. So confirm that.
Sir,
Sir. Refresh that. So, okay, so we're waiting for Tracy to give us some money. I'm losing Kukris and Family Jin still. I need to go check on that battle. Tracy is going to want me to build a
perform
station.
a transfer.
So yes.
Great work.
Let's see what she wants built. Build military base. She's paying $25,000, so she wants a big military base. Right there. Let's see what she wants. 5, 1, 1, 1, 40 turrets. And it's 676. Continue, load plan. Get this bad one again. And yeah, we can do that. We can copy module and copy module. So there's 5 defense modules. And each of those modules has 4, 8, let's say 16. So 16 times 5 is 80 turrets. I'm not going to go back and cut them in half. Let's confirm that, and accept that estimate. Close. Menu. Go here, so I have two stations being built for missions under construction here. And if we go and look at this plan, she's got some wires coming in. 0 Claytronics. So what I'm going to have to do is find Claytronics for her. In other words, buy them myself. Because it's way out in the black. Way out. Way out by the face of God. Or, okay, way out by the face of Allah. Or God, or whatever you want to call it. They're way out. And jibber-jabbering about nothing. So I'm going to, since she wants so many, that would be 5 runs for a medium trader. So I'm going to buy a large freighter. Any of them will do. This is the middle of the boat, or middle of the road. Between these 6, you have your choice, and basically you're trading speed for cargo space on each of these. So if you want something fast, I'll show you here. If you go high preset here, so his speed is only 39, but his container storage is 45,000. Whereas if we drop down here to the Velis, then go high preset, I've got him up to 52, 36,000 cargo space. What about the Shiyaku? High preset, so 74 speed, 37. And that's why I usually take a Shiyaku. So I will add that to my list. And you also want him to have turrets, because they're going to get attacked by pirates. So these two Novas are going to go and work for Esmeralda, because she keeps bleeding fighters. And I'm going to take you and tell you to defend. And I'm going to take this Nova and tell it to defend that Kukri. Alright, so nobody's flying alone.
Ma'am, crewwoman.
So Muriel is in Family Gen. Esmeralda is still gathering supplies. Let's go look. Let me teleport over there. Thank you, autosave.
Entering system. Arca's Ravine.
And we have some load lag going on. So it looks like she's going to dock there. And we can see what she's going to buy. It's this trade right here. She's going to buy hull parts. And I have her doing that so that she can, if we look at these Minotaurs that are bombers, these heavy torpedoes. So with her bombers, she can take down a battleship as long as they have torpedoes. Those bombers. You can also, what I've done with Muriel, this also works. These Gladiuses, and if you look at their loadout, they have the Mason streams. These are all heavy weapons. They're not torpedoes. They don't do as much as damage as torpedoes, but they don't run out of ammo.
Can I help? We have new orders. Navigation. Fly to the following position.
And this hairdo that you're looking at, this really bad hairdo, see, we can see the skin through that. That showed up with update 8.0. I have no, and I don't have any of the NPC mods loaded. So this is a vanilla hairdo right there. Flip that.
Sir?
See, her hair is fine. You can't see through her hair. You know, and the guys as well. Well, you know, with the nappy hair like that, you expect to see some skin. But he doesn't have a big afro. And there it is again. Maybe it's my wimpy GPU. So let me stop and look at the settings. Graphic settings. High. Screen space reflections. You know, I'm not too worried about that. I don't need that. You know, and this is the auto set. These are default settings between the game and the NVIDIA tool. This is fog, not hairdos. So I'm on high graphics. Texture quality, high. Shadows, soft shadows on SSAO. You know, fine. Glow quality. Soul. It is not my settings. While I'm here, let's crank this up so we can hear that. Let's turn these down. Okay. And since I did that, so what I would like for Christmas next year, or for update 9.0, is for looking at that. What I would like for Christmas is for EgoSoft to bring their save files into the 21st century. If I did not have a static or solid state drive, that would have taken us 2 minutes. One of the great things about this game, though, is she's the pilot. She's flying. She's the commander. So, well, she's the commander. There might be a pilot over there in one of these chairs. One of the great things about these games, not only can you ambulate like this. Oh, well, he's engineering, not piloting. I want a 3-star pilot. You can absolutely take control of the ship right there. Take command of the ship. You can absolutely do that. You see the glow of the new war bubbles around those my fighters that zipped out there. There's my landing bays. I have 8 small landing bays down there. And some medium bays. Where is she going? Okay. She's going to buy some more stuff. Because she resupplied and now she's going to complete that order. If we look here. Oh, wrong one. Get the right ship, not the Gladius, the carrier. So she's change equipment. What change equipment? Maybe she's buying something. She's going to dock there.
Sir.
You can also go down there to the docks, to the docking area. In fact, let's do that. Well, stuff is going on in the background while the rest of the game is playing. So dock area number 1 and number 2. So number 1, you've got medium bombers there. So there's my bombers out here to dock. We are absolutely outside under the stars, but there's a force field over there. Once in a while, you'll see this shimmer shoot across there.
We were headed.
All right, let's go and see Agnes. I believe I predicted another. Let's teleport to her and see what's going on.
Entering system. Fires of defeat.
I predicted another battleship, and there it is. And she only has 10. So what I am going to do, I'm going to have to change tactics here. I am going to have to get Destroyer Fleet 2 over here to attack that. Attack that. Alright, and then I'm going to go under her behavior and tell her to also park over here. Because this is going to be a parade of battleships through here. So, and I just lost a destroyer. They aren't having to deal with fighters right now. Let's go. There you are. It looks like something tried to build right there. That's the destroyer I just lost. And you can see the size comparison. There's a destroyer. And this is supposed to be just a destroyer. And it's already dead. Bring her supply ships over here too. Because Muriel isn't here. Or not Muriel, Esmeralda is still bebopping around somewhere. She's on the way back, finally. So somewhere, yeah, here. So that be... How am I doing with the Zyarth now that I'm doing some business over there? I want this button. Zyarth, there are at -1. I am not flying the ship. She's just bebopping around. Plan that build. She's getting everything she needs because that's in the urban area. So I built a Shuyaku. And what I want to do is see how many won an Emperor's Pride. Plan build 1505 for Playtronics. I can get some over here. Okay, let's get to Shuyaku. Bring you right there. Oh, we only need 1505. I only need 1505. Confirm that. And then transfer Wares with build storage. Emperor's Pride. Confirm that. So she's taking on some fighters. And you can see that's the fast travel bubble. This bubble here is new. An update 8.0. They made it a little more visible in the second iteration of the beta. And you can also see the glow, extra glow from the engines there. Alright, so there is the new plasma bubble. I'll clip it, but I'm not going to drop a clip on this until after update 8 goes live. So what the Terrans like to do is run a patrol through here over to Getsufuni. Alright, how's my wharf build going? So the reason I'm putting so many habitats on here is because I need a 3-star pilot. And if he's on my station as one of the inhabitants, then I don't have to pay 1,000,000 credits to hire him. So I built 12. They're on, well, that says number 6. So there's 4 or 5. But they don't come in all at once. We are up to 166. And you can't walk around in these habitats yet. Maybe someday. You can't walk around inside the habitats. You can fly around in your spacesuit outside of them. That's up to 58. So I've got trade sales going on. And purchases. I'm not seeing ship buys yet because she ran out of the transfers to me. This right here. Let's do this. Let's help you out. Okay, so there's a sold ship, a fighter. So she's got full warehouses, so you can sell out of any of them. And how many traders did I give her? We enhanced that by giving her traders. Look here. These are all miners. Well, she doesn't need miners. Let's get her. You know, and I am going to buy them from another wharf. No, why would you do something so silly? Medium ships. She can build her own Mercury traders. High Priest set again. Add to shopping list. And I want to give her 4. Cancel order. Why does she need Computronic substrates? Oh, so let's go in here, medium build, Mercury Vanguard. If I go to High Priest set and look at the shields, those are actually the best shields you can get on a Terran ship or an Argon ship. So I'm going to, but she does not need them. So let's do that. Add that to the shopping list. The price is 0. And have her build 4. And there's no waiting. But it takes 10 minutes each. So we'll confirm that. We have low lag going on. There we go. I don't know what that flash was. But this is a beta test, so you're going to see stuff like that. I'm going to see stuff like that. I was reading reports about it on the beta forums. And what they don't want to see is on the beta forums is a bunch of Me Too's. Yeah, I see it too, yeah. As long as somebody reported it, fine. Check this really quick. Okay. So if you haven't purchased this game and you are considering a purchase, please do so. You should buy this game. If you can sit through my dull commentary here, then yeah, this game is well worth the effort. I've put thousands of hours into it. If you're into these real-time strategy games, then this game is well worth the buy. And if you would prefer a first-person shooter, you can absolutely do that. I can take control of this ship if I want. She is sitting on guard at this gate. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. Now that I have 3 fleets here, what I am going to do is drop a big station here. 5. I'm going to give it 5 by 5 by 5. Or 10 by 10 by 10. Create new plot. And see, it's big. It's going to cost me 6 million, and I want to put it close to this gate, but I want it over on this line because the xenon heads straight up from this gate. So if I go up there, it's still going to be 6 million. But yeah, let's put it right there. It's a temporary measure, I know. And in that, I am going to load a plan. This guy. And yeah, right like that. Exactly like that. So confirm those module changes and accept the estimate. And then let's put a builder on it. Let's find a builder. Should be a Zyarth ship around here somewhere. A free family ship will do. And then once I go in and give this station some money and some drones, then it will take care of itself. And I will show you. I need those fleets to protect it because the Xenon did notice me put that down. And so their parade of battleships is going to accelerate through there. If we go to Hatifa's Choice 1,
Awaiting orders.
This was normally a Xenon battle or blockade in most playthroughs. There's the station. It's the same exact station I built there. And if I select her, I don't want to do that. I want to look at it and look at its logical overview. She's out of money, and so she's lost a few drones. So I'm going to give her some money just to keep it healthy, and I gave her plenty of drones. Notice the lack of cargo drones. These are all defense and repair drones. And it used to be, in the early days of this game, or this playthrough, what happened to the map there? Oh, that's what it is. You would see a debris field here, and you could zoom in and see wrecks of K's and I's right there. She will absolutely take down an I. And because of this, if you look at the loadout, she has 176 large plasma turrets. And the range on those things is 8.6 kilometers. The Xenon Eye will get within range of that. Just absolutely. It's like a hot knife through butter. The station is the hot knife and the battleship is the butter. It just obliterates it fast. I have another one in my headquarters sector in Heretic's End. So over here, right there. Exactly the same defense station. And it just stopped the bleeding of the Xenon coming through there. So now if I go over here, where's that? Alright, Muriel is guarding this area. Where are her fighters? dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So let's go here and buy her some ships. Get 20 of those. There goes all the money I just made. So I am going to jump to Muriel and rescue her. Thank you, autosave. See if I can rescue her.
Entering system. Family Zim.
Awaiting orders.
I'm going to pause that. So she's trying to do this by herself. Let's not do that. She's actually holding her own against all these fighters. Yeah, that's what I need to deal with right now. She doesn't have a main gun. Let's get her some kukris.
Joining squad.
Nomad. Sentinel.
And I didn't think I was going to be first person flying. So what I'm going to do is tell these guys here
Joining squad.
to be interceptors. And they will help her deal with some of these fighters. It's just fighters attacking her. got more kukris on the way. That's why I went there to Terran and built them.
Joining squad.
And this is a Tokyo, so she can absolutely hold her own against that lot of fighters. Let's help her out anyway. Okay, so she sent the gladiuses to rescue the Nomad. Good plan.
Hey, stop firing.
Joining squad.
Whee! We're in the black. In the deep black.
Sorry about that.
This was extra. Alright, putting those on there. So I'm going to get up and let her get back to her job. Now the heavy fighters did the trick. Those are gladiuses. They are effective as bombers because of those Meson streams. Yeah, so she just totally cleaned up the area once I put those gladiuses on intercept. So another way to do it, let me do this while I think. You could also assign the light fighters as escorts for the heavy fighters. So there's the 4 traders that I wanted for my wharf. Where's that Shuyaku? I think that's the Ware Exchange. So she picked up the
Requesting immediate backup.
Claytronics. And where is she? She's already in the family Phi. But after she does that, I have to tell her to park it right there. Or somewhere safe. Otherwise she'll hang out there. This is supposedly a Xenon sector.
I'm going to enjoy sending you to the scrappy.
I'm going to let the parent. It starts the playthrough. It starts the seed as a Xenon sector with a wharf and a shipyard. I don't see those. I've got satellites out there.
Requesting immediate backup.
I don't see them. Doesn't mean they aren't there. I think that defense station is the only thing holding the sector. Maybe. What the Xenon like to do after you take out their defense stations is build one like 500 kilometers above the plane, or like 500 kilometers below the plane. Not seeing that. Okay, so Muriel. Her fighters are already in Morningstar 3. Okay.
Requesting immediate backup. Get off my radar.
So what we're hearing are these. I am seeing targeting icons on there from Argonian. See these? See here? This is an Argon ship, but it's a Kukri. Argons don't build Kukris, which means I built that ship. And then the Argonians flew up here. See, there is a Sal-built Osaka right there. And another one. And another one. So what is my loot collector doing? I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to go down here and try and collect drops again, and then have him fly and leave back there. So I can teleport to him. Using a medium ship to this.
Entering system. Family Newt.
So not take command, talk to him, and hand me your inventory. Now what he won't hand me is any missiles that he's picked up. So what I can tell him to do is upgrade and repair here, and go in here and sell any missiles that he's picked up. So he's got 2, 6, 18, 24, 34, 36 missiles. So I can tell him to just sell all these. And then let's jump back to the wharf.
Entering system.
No, just
Silent
putting me
witness.
here. 1-star piloting.
Sir.
Again, less than 1 star. So I've got people walking around finally. Alright. Ships are being built. Are they mine? One of them is.
Please check your cargo is secured before departure.
What have I got on here? 2. This is just a scout, though. So let's wait and use it as a scout somewhere.
Engaging.
Those are both scouts.
Striking.
Any people here? I like, that's why I put the habitats, because I have a lot of space to run around and look for people here. Because I'm looking for a 3-star pilot.
Security would like to remind all visitors to keep their children with them at all times.
Not a lot yet. So, how many habitats have I built? Or how many people are actually here? It's on number 8 of 14. And we're up to 239. How's this factory doing? Let me check on them. Analyze global view. Is not getting enough ore or silicon.
Please remember to return your depleted energy cells to the recycling compound.
Well, she'll make a deposit soon. I mean, if I needed money, there's 11 million sitting right there. Why isn't she getting ore or silicon? Because they're just not finding ore and silicon, or she's mining it for. There's a magnetar there. Did I pick up miners for West Hokkaido or magnetar? No. No.
Mind the gap.
All right, we don't need to upgrade that. What we need to do is yeah, so that's making what it's making. If I look at this logical overview, she's got 30, so she's making money. She just hasn't put any in the bank recently. And that is in the last hour, so show more. There's her last deposit right there, which was 13 million 2.5 hours ago. Argon Prime
We would
High
like
Tech.
to remind visitors that dropping litter anywhere other than an approved recycling station carries an automatic.
And I build these guys just to make
fine.
money. The red mark is warehouse space. That's all it is. Yep. So to build weapon components, it needs more scanning components, and whole parts is not staying full either. Again, problems obtaining ore and silicon. What does she have? She has a lot of mining capability. So those two magnetars. And 2 drills. So she has plenty of mining capability. But she's got 1 trader. Is that what I saw? 1 trader? Yeah. So again, to enhance her sales capability, I mean, if you look at this, if I look at this again, I'm seeing that
Security would like to remind all visitors to keep their belongings
there's an
with
incoming
them
ship
at all
there.
times.
There's an incoming ship. Nope. What did I give her for docks? Yeah, so she can dock 9 medium ships. So she's got plenty of dock space. What she needs is traders. I am going to build my own traders for her right there. Build ships. Medium. Mercury. High preset. Argonian shields will do. Add to shopping list and get 3 of those. Confirm that order. So the wharf was shooting at something. A Gladius has been destroyed, which means Muriel is busy again. Right there.
Please remember to return your depleted energy cells to the recycling compound.
Okay, so the problem with the intercept there is that she will not attack a capital ship. And the Argons are trying to build a shipyard there. So I am going to my own wharf and I'm going to build her as many bombers as I can.
I'll wait for you to tell me to take off.
I'm going to use the gunboats. I'm going to hit high preset here and then go look. I don't want the Argon shields on yet. She would survive a little bit longer. But these ion blasters are what I want. And it's because of these are heavy weapons. If I put torpedo launchers on her again or missile launchers, again, you have to resupply those. And resupply is a nasty business in this game. They've been working on it for several updates. They don't do it automatically. The carriers don't resupply automatically. You give them supply ships, and they don't resupply automatically, even though you tell them to, and they don't. And they are, since they're capital ships, they're very lethargic about it.
We would like to remind
Yeah, let's
visitors
do that.
dropping
What have you
litter
got for
anywhere
turrets?
other than an approved recycling station carries an automatic 500 credit fine.
Bolts are good. So the rate of fire is 2 rounds per second. It's pretty fast. But only doing 800 to a shielded target. Alright, so we don't want the ion blaster in here. Let me go back and look here. What was the other choice? Yeah, we don't want those ion blasters. We want plasma cannons.
Mind the gap.
So when I see Computronic substrate there, something's on there that I don't want. So I'm going to try again. Build ships. Medium. The Cerberus Vanguard. Not the Cerberus. The Minotaurs. Set high preset. Check the shields. Once she builds that Computronic substrate factory, then sure, let's put Terran shields on there. But for now, she went with. We want plasma cannons.
Incoming ship. Docking crews to stand by.
And bolts. Let's get these 10. It's just too 10 to start because it takes her a while to build this stuff. Confirm that. Let's get rid of the guidance quest. Okay. So that is being built. This is the one that was going to be slow. If I look at that, does not have everything it needs. Does not have all the hull parts it needs. And so let's see what she needs. The old-fashioned way. Good thing I know how to use a calculator. Okay, so she bought all but 12. Maybe she'll get it. She got that many. Maybe she'll get it while these are building. It's going to take a while for those to build anyway. So maybe she'll get it. Check the other one.
Awaiting orders.
Just working on the pier. There go those. And so now my Minotaurs are being built. How are you doing, Muriel? Well, here comes an Asgard with no fighters visible. How are you doing here, Family Jin? Plan build. I thought I built everything up that I wanted to. I put some turrets on it. All I need to do is have this guy build and trade. Look here. Did I give it some miners? It needs miners and traders. I gave him 4 miners and 2 traders. So, did I tell it to only buy from me? So to stop some bleeding here, she's got some miners, so buy only from me. Okay. So that one's up. That's the thing we just decided to build. I have to put a manager on there. I go over there and look at. So she's working on the pier, and then she'll start building plasma cannons. So let's get that a manager. Don't find them out here. Nobody off duty?
Xenon spotted. Alright, so that's the Barbarossa right there. Right there. So the easy way to do it is to go here, and just pick somebody. Show on this defense platform. I think what I might do is rename these defense platforms so I can have them all in one place. Get them sorted.
Can I help?
Yep.
Goodbye.
Alright, so if I look at that, or one of these defense platforms, this one at 18 billion, I put that one over there because of this archive that's gone. Looks like somebody got tired of the Ka'ak raiding the sector. But there was a archive out there. And if it was still there, we could see it. I've got a radar thing on a sensor array up here. So that got taken away, not by me. So obviously the Talati got tired of it being there. But if I look at that, at this plan build, and I look here, there are no missile turrets. on these. Defense modules. Because they were an early build, it's an early build. As soon as I could build defense discs, I had not purchased missile defense. If you want to have a longer range than the 8.6 kilometer that the plasma cannons give you, then of course you could put some missile launchers on there. Which, I think it's a temporary fix, just as there was no, look at this. Like I said, there's going to be a parade of battleships through here. It's only been an hour, and there it is. So let's jump out to Agnes. Because they don't want me to build that platform there. They definitely don't want that defensive platform.
Entering system. Fires of defeat.
Agnes has not reacted. And neither has this destroyer, this other. That would be why. And that's why you want missiles and torpedoes. Esmeralda is back in action, and she took that out with her torpedo bombers very quickly. But those torpedo bombers are worthless against stations because the stations are set up to shoot down small and medium ships. So let me refresh there. I loved seeing that. Let me get over here. Get out of map mode and do that. Because that, considering I lost a bunch of Hyperions there earlier at the beginning of the session. Then that was a very, very good thing to happen. And once that defensive station is up there, it can take care of itself. And even this elephant survived. So is it the counter still ticking down? Yeah, and she's working on the first bridge. So what I want to do, because there's a parade of battleships through here, is I am going to add on a standoff capability here, or a longer range capability. And so here, you know, and dumbfires are great against the large ships there. Against the capital ships. The capital ships are not going to outmaneuver your dumbfires. So I am going to put large dumbfire turrets on here. You guys are being awfully quiet. And then I am also going to put tracking turrets on here. here comes something else. I'm going to confirm that, and I'm going to put 2 of them here. And they're a long ways off before they get built. And then give this guy any money he needs. So what's going on? It's a PE. If we get lucky, the Xenon pilot will bail. I don't know why an AI pilot would bail. I didn't know they had pilots. I thought the ship was the pilot, but they do bail. And the proof is right there. These were all Xenon pilots that bailed at one point. As Merrill said, mine. Did I build any bombers yet? I did.
Bad. I'll try and make it quick.
Give them to Muriel. Bombard for Commander. Beta for Bombard. There we go. Muriel is a Tokyo, so we could put a lot more ships out there with her. Let's get the Minotaurs up first. We need Computronic substrate to build there. How far off is that factory? It's only one. It's not going to produce near enough for my needs. And that's again at the wharf. So again with the plan build. All of these, and I'm going to have to put another one out there if I'm going to build bombers. So obviously I've got something Argon on there. Or something Terran on those bombers that I built. So instead of whining about it, let's get this guy. To get the some Computronic substrate. I believe I make it somewhere. Let's see what else he's got there. Come on. Do that. And that's 3 runs for him. Why have I got such dastardly music on? What's going on here?
You're in serious trouble.
Oh, where is Umaflaki, the loot collector? It's a temporary measure to build that station there, because the Xenon are just going to keep sending a parade of battleships through there. But by my taking those battleships out, it gives the free families time to build up their empire. I talked earlier, I'm going to build yeah, let's usually in this sector right here I put up a refinery, and I've got a lot of these refining stations. These high-tech factories are what those are, and that's to, well, they're going to make money, but more importantly they build standing with the free families over here. That's why I have one in Family Zhen. They're making trades with the Zyarth and the free families. This is far away. So I'm going to start yet another station. Create a new plot. Somewhere in the middle will do, and buy a license for it. Then what I want to do is go to the Family Zhen factory. Hit plan build, because what I want to do is repeat this over in Tharkin's Ravine 14. We want to save this.
Get lost.
All right. So go back here. Taka's Ravine 4, that's where I'm at. So plan build. Alright, let's do this right. That's the defense I want. Yeah, there we go. So plan your build. And we'll plan that's the best I can do. Oh, and it's because I put 5 solar arrays out there. Cancel module changes. I believe that's the minus x-axis that I want to expand, and I can do that here.
Try again.
And it's because I had expanded that. And also, let's do the Z. Alright, now let's go to continue. My fleet is in jeopardy while I'm playing with these factory builds. Now it fits. $17 million for that. Now get a builder. There should be one right close by, an elephant. Select that. What is going on? What is that?
Engaging.
What was that? A K. What is this? Another K. And if we F3 that. Look at that K. Look at that. Look what's happening to this Xenon ship. That is just going away fast. She's attacking my carrier. Not doing a very good job at it. All kinds of explosions going on. They're through the shield. There goes the hulls. I'm seeing plasma bolts. Saw a couple of torpedo blasts. The explosion is going to damage Esmeralda. I guess that was ramming speed for the K. And Esmeralda is alive. Okay, what's this defensive station doing? We're on defensive bridge number 4, so this already has plasma bolts. Medium plasma bolts, but it's got some.
I'll wipe you out. That was a really silly thing to do.
Let me hit F5 there because the parade of battleships continues. Do that. Do this. Get right back here. Come on. Come on. Okay, sure. I'm making a lot of loot. What's my loot collector doing? Car 54, where are you? He's still collecting. got a couple of Jaguars here as scouts. Close by. Where are you, family nude? I had you refit. I don't have a split ambassador yet. So I want to get these factories lit up. That's enough of that. And this one is in Zyra's domain. I had them dropping satellites to light these areas up, so I can get some trades going with these guys. And these guys. They don't like each other over here, but let's see what's going on. If anything, yeah, it seems the Argon still holds this sector for now. What are you shooting at? That's just fighters. On the other side of this gate, what do they have? Well, they are just throwing everything up there. So I still see 5 capital ships down here. Okay. An H. I thought I saw another H. No, it's just stacked fighters. We definitely got the music going here.
You're finished.
There's the bubble around that destroyer, and there's another bubble destroyer, and me. Those were the new travel speed bubbles when you go into engage your travel lanes as you get those. Guess that was a spoiler. Aha. Don't tell me to put it. This one never got a builder. The builder got destroyed.
Sir?
So this factory here has a lot of citizens. If I look here, They moved it over here because she makes her own food and medical supplies. She's got 7,000 people, so why don't I travel over there? Because what I'm thinking here is alright, what are you doing to yourself here? That's what.
Requesting permission to dock.
I want to finish
Permission granted.
this worker welfare quest because that gets the casino. If I set that to active, and it says acquire a skilled pilot. And so right there is telling me what the description, what they want. They want morale of at least a star and a third, and at least two-star piloting. I mean, I have 2-star pilots flying some of my destroyers and carriers. I don't want to use them. But I have a lot of people running around on this factory. And I'm playing an Argonian build. We didn't teleport to. Here we go.
Entering system. Antigone Memorial.
So now people are running around. And the thing is, they're my people. So all I have to do is tell them to work someplace else for me. Oh, and the other thing I have to do is the ship I need them on is oh dear. I believe he took that one from me. What are you running away from?
Ladies and gentlemen, Station Administration would like to remind you to keep children away from the airlocks.
Alright, got distracted, dismissioned. Hire a pilot and send him to here. To the ship I had here, which he confiscated. So what I have to do is hire a pilot, put him on one of my scouts, and transport him to that station. So I've got this Discover Sentinel sitting in Emperor's Pride 6.
Security would like to
I'm going
remind
to
all
tell him,
visitors to keep their children
first check
with
and
them
see if
at
he's
all
got
times.
space. He does not. And that's the problem with using the scout. So what about you? Or even here. Here's one inside. This ship has to have space on it. Alright, so he's got space. And I'm going to tell him to dock and wait right there. Which is just down the highway. And now I have to run around and find the 2-star pilot. Hopefully on one of my docks. I can look in the penthouse if I've got one. There might be people up there. This could be a problem, Solenoid. Because we have serious low lag issues. So let me stand here a few minutes. See if some people show up. Doo-doo. Not ready for prime time. All right, did any more of my bombers get built? Minotaurs, nope. So I'm going to build 2 other ships with Hop. Get their shipyard. I'm going to build her some Hyperions. I want to add those to my shopping list. I want 3 of them. And they are going to belong to Muriel's fleet. And she needs weapon components. So I'm going to take my Shuyaku and look for weapon components. Okay, so there's some over there. But what I want to sort for first, I should have, is since that's a large ship, let's see if there's any large orders available in the galaxy anywhere. And there is for computronic substrate, but not for weapon components. So let's go back to weapon components, or medium. So for medium, and the best deal is over in boron space. So it's a long flight, but confirm that. But we know that wharf is buying them, or that shipyard is buying them. Confirm that. And then we will go find some more. That's only 388. So that's not worth the trip. Not that window, silly. This window. Alright, we lost focus. And so we will go buy some weapon components from the enemies of the Holy Order. We'll buy all those. And we will sell them. That was a shorter run. Should have done that first, buddy. I'll confirm that. And I am making a lot of weapon components where? From in Antigone. But that's not a lot, so I'm not going to make that run. So I need somebody to make a lot more weapon components. One of my factories. Somewhere, anywhere. So how many weapon component factories do I have here? 4. She needs them. I'm going to build them somewhere else. So she is on habitat 12 of 14. Let's go to, not Antigone, let's, I'm going to build on here. I have a lot of space to put stuff on here. So let's do that. Does she have any? She's got wheat. Okay, so that's the wrong factory, Jim. We want the Argon Prime high-tech factory. And plan that build. I've still got a lot of room for all kinds of expansion going on here. Still have scaffolding available. She has 2 weapon component factories. So let's increase that. Where was number 2? Right there. So what I want to do is flip you around. Oh, what's on this arm? Turret components, weapon components, weapon components, turret components. So I don't want the whole thing. No, I don't have space down there at all. I could make space. But what I can also do, so we went down 2 there because of the solar cells. Let's go down 1 here. Let's build this. Got lucky, it popped right in. And then put the cross on because I can't bring the cross. It'll take the whole thing. I want that. And then let's see if I have enough. I want to confirm that because I do want that. So what I want to do is copy this. Gee, okay, it does not have the height there. So let's go down one more. Put the cross in. No. Yeah, it's the end that's sticking out. That's why. Oh, that's
Great
why.
work.
Let's do that. So what just got finished? Remote Vanguard Station. Alright, she wants me to gather a fleet in a distant system there. A destroyer, frigate, and 8 fighters. And let me go look at the briefing. I'll set to active first and then look at the briefing. And I want to do this because it's going to be over in Emperor's Pride delivery, so that's pretty safe space. Oh, you know what I need to do? It's that time of the day. I'm looking at the clock. I got carried away. You get carried away in this game, and you just lose hours. So already the time for me to say goodbye has come. So what I have to do is do a hard save here. And yeah, this playthrough is going to go away when the update goes live. So I'm going to do a hard save here. Thank you all for showing up. I am Sagonoid. I will be back Monday morning, bright and early, I hope. We shall see. Until then,